Welcome back to The Reset. I am Shaun Tucker, human performance scientist and authority architect. We are here in the living lab documenting the science, the struggle and the shift for every high-performance dad and founder who's ready to bridge the gap between their ambition and their presence. You are not lazy. Your stress buckets are full. It's the reason why you don't look like you lift. And if you find this episode helpful, please go ahead and give us a rating on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify, because that will help reach the man who needs to hear this message today. Thanks so much for that. So you are not lazy. You don't need more training. You don't need more reps and more volume in your training. What you need to start paying attention to is the input of stress in a system that is chronically stressed. Performance and gains only happen when the environment allows it to happen. If there is too much stress load in your bucket, you will fail at gaining muscle. You will fail at recovering well, which limits your performance totally. So it doesn't matter if you are a strength athlete. It doesn't matter if you're an Olympic weightlifter. It doesn't matter if you are a fighter. All of those things require you to show up at a level of intensity. It doesn't even matter if you're a founder working in a boardroom or making decisions on the fly in a solo startup. These still apply. So it's no wonder you look like you don't lift. It's no wonder people question whether or not you're actually doing the work. It's because your stress buckets are so full that if they were any more full, you'd probably actually have some sort of disease. Because that's what happens when there is too much stress for too long a period of time. That's what chronic stress does over a long period of time. And it's about learning how you can empty those stress buckets or see stress differently. Because when the mind is stressed out, the body becomes exceptionally stressed out. Just think about it. The last time you were scared, really scared, it sent signals to your body to go and hide, right? Hide or fight, I don't know. Maybe you're a fighter. Whatever the response was, it triggered something to do something, to fly away, to charge at the threat, or to freeze. And this is so important to realize, because what happens is if your stress buckets are too full, it will affect your sleep negatively. It'll affect how you recover between sets and rounds and intense bouts of thought processes and really tackling business challenges. It'll affect all of the above. So it's time you start training how to see stress differently. Or maybe train yourself in such a way that the stress doesn't mean anything. It doesn't do anything. It's just preparation for the next level. You're able to switch off. And I don't mean go to sleep. I mean sleep really deep, yes. But what I mean when I say not going to sleep is not being unconscious. Because a lot of these issues, a lot of these problems exist when people fall unconsciously or fall into unconscious patterns and unconscious behaviors. That's what tires them out. That's what does the physiological damage. Because it ends up being like coping mechanisms on top of coping mechanisms on top of coping mechanisms. How much copium does it take for someone to really deal with what's going on in their life? For some, it's a lot. For others, it's slightly less. For others, it's slightly more. It's not about choosing a better version. It's understanding that pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. And stress in your system is a good thing, but too much of it, chronically, where your mind is really scarce on resources and it's looking for quick energy fixes, maybe it's signaling that it needs help. It needs extra support. It needs somewhere to put it down and actually rest well. So I don't have all the answers. This is to help you build your awareness. And if you found it helpful, please, like I said at the start, go into the show notes and click rate this show on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, because it'll help get to the man who needs to hear this message today. So if you want to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the architect of your legacy, scroll a little bit further in the show notes and you'll see 7-day nervous system reset. This builds the man from the ground up. It's an email series designed in such a way that you have to play in order to keep playing. Remember that most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones who architect our choices. Change your state. Choose how you show up. I am Shaun Tucker. I will see you in the next one.